Okay, so I showed you how to add in barcoded items, but what happens if you don't have a barcode on your items? So for example, a lot of food items don't have a barcode. So let's imagine we're at a fruit and vegetable shop and they're selling a bunch of oranges. So the way we want to do that is by going back under utility, then stock, then new. We'll add in the description as we did before. We'll add in a different category, we'll call it fruit, and the price we'll say, I don't know how much oranges are going for, I'll say $8.99 per kilo, right? And item barcode, you don't need to enter anything. And over here, if you have a weighing scale attached, you can choose weighed item. But for this example, we don't, so we'll leave that unchecked and we'll click on save. And once it's saved, we'll go close, and that next question becomes, how do you select that item because you're not going to simply barcode scan it. So the way to select it, there are two ways. The first way that I'm going to show you is going to be the slower way. So you go into main, you go search, then you go orange, you type in orange, and as you type in orange, then you can go select, and that orange has come up over here. But when you're busy, you don't want to be searching for all the products by a keyboard. So what you want to do is you want to create a button for that product. And that button is called hotkeys. The hotkeys is over here. When I click into it, you'll notice I put on these random products under different categories over here. So these are just some sample hotkey buttons that I've created. What we want to know is, how do we actually put that orange product in one of these hotkeys? So the way we want to do that is we want to click on main, then we go under utility, then we go under assign hotkeys. And over here, let's click on an empty square. And when you click an empty square, then you've got these categories you can choose from. I'll click on veggies because that was the category that we chose for we clicked on fruit. Fruit is where we have our oranges. And then we'll click on orange again and we'll select it. We can choose a color. You can have an orange color, why not? You can actually even have an image as well, especially a fruit and vegetable shop. I'd highly recommend you having images for your products, but you'd find that if you have a lot of these hotkeys, it might not be reasonable to have an image, and sometimes it's better to actually just color code your products. So we'll click on no image for now, and you'll see the orange has come up over there. Let's say you want to get rid of one of these buttons over here. You can just click on blank key and then click on that, and that has erased one of the buttons over there. So what we're going to do now is close. It'll take a couple of seconds to load up into the hotkeys, and when we go on hotkeys now, hopefully, yes, that button orange is there. So a lot of the times your screen will actually be staying on the hotkeys, especially if you have a lot of products that you're just selling without the barcodes. You're just going to click on whichever hotkeys. So these are the categories over here at the bottom, and you can choose different categories over here. You can modify this screen. You can modify the size of these buttons and the layout of these buttons. Actually, that's quite important, so I might show that to you as well, how to change your layout of the hotkeys in the next video.